This is how I do a new set. So my client, her nails grow up like ski jump, like a ski lift. And that means that every 6 weeks or so, we cut them down and we do a new set. Now, this is a 3 hour process. I've been doing those for 21 years. I've sped this up to twice the speed in some points, and some points 3 times the speed, just to show you what I do to remove her nails. I do not rush the removal process. We clip off the nails first, then I file down the bulk of the acrylic, and then after that, I wrap them in with cotton and acetone. You're going to see that as well. I'm saying this especially for the newbies because I hate to see people say, well, my time isn't fast enough. And even if you're a potential client and you watch this video, I cut a 3 hour service down to a 12-minute video. Now, she did get a new set sculpted out and everything, but this is a 3 hour service. I do not pop no nails off, and her nails don't lift because my prep is impeccable. So I'm just scraping the remaining acrylic off, and then I'm going to go in with my e-file bits, and I am going to get any little areas off. If I see any bubbles or any just like loose pieces, then I'm going to get that off. My e-file bit is going at a speed of 35,000 RPMs because it is a toothed toothed bit, and if it goes slow, it will skip around and cut the client or me. So everybody's like, oh, you gotta go slow, you need a safe speed. The safe speed is the top speed, babes. That's what it is. So every single nail, we remove the acrylic. See how it's coming off nice and easy? Because it's not MMA. It is very much Tammy Taylor. I pay nice dollars for my acrylic because I know how this Tammy Taylor performs. I've been using it for my entirety of my nail career. And then I'm going to file any little pieces. But if I feel like it's too much left, then I will rewrap it with the cotton ball and acetone. Now, the second thing I want to say is I am not adding any pressure when I'm e-filing. I have an e-file guide. It is free. I will put it down in the comments below, and you can download it and get the exact bits. Also have an e-file mini course, which I go over bits and everything, and you can see the speeds and all that. But the e-file guide solves a lot of problems. We're doing her prep now. We do a Skyver diamond bit, not like one of those little cheapies. This bit is actually in the guide list. After I push her cuticles back, then I go back and get all the extra pterygium off the nail plate because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Now, she has like a significant growth of pterygium on her nails. It's just how they've been. I've been doing her nails for 15 years. That's just how they are. There's no way to change that. So that doesn't matter. She doesn't care about the natural nail. A lot of times when the client will get lifting, pocket lifting, or side lifting, is because they're trying to keep the natural nail. But the natural nail, they're not oiling it. They're not putting their cuticle oil on it. It's not keeping it flexible. They're doing dishes and cleaning with bleach, which is super drying. I don't care what Pomado says. It's not good for your hands. They're lying. Get some rubber gloves. That's what's good for your hands. And you know what else? Fun fact is if you put on your hands a little hand cream, or maybe you have a favorite Vaseline or something like that on your hands, and then put on your dish gloves and then wash dishes in that hot water, you're basically giving yourself a hot oil treatment. Okay, so after we do all the prepping, oh, there was a diamond skyver there too. After we do all the prepping, then I go in with a sanding band. It's on speed 1. We clean all the nails, and then we add our Tammy Taylor forms. Now, Tammy Taylor has 3 different types of forms. I use the competition double thick. She got the round, the square, the oval, right? And these are based on the actual shape of the nail bed under the free edge. So you fit it that way it's sidewall to sidewall. And you can see here how they're fitting. I angle them down because her nail grows up. So I want to angle it down because she doesn't want it going up. It looks like it's standing on top of her nails like the Eiffel Tower if I don't angle it down. And that's not what we want. When you're sculpting using forms, you can actually change the shape of the nail. It's not going to change the shape of her natural nail because every 6 weeks we got to redo it. So after everything is done, we prime 1 time, and then that pH balances the nail, and then we prime a 2nd time after we add each bead. Now, this is not a system that I came up with myself. This is Tammy Taylor from 1983. right? I used to be a Tammy Taylor educator back in the day, traveling to schools and doing all that jazz until I decided, listen, let me just focus on my clientele. And this is where we are. I'm sharing the information on YouTube right now. I do 3 to 4 balls, but I'm really going for a sleek, slender, nice apex stiletto nail. She doesn't like short nails because she doesn't think they make her hands look good like the short nails. So we do stiletto. And then always when I start her off, we take it out to a 4 or a 5 because she's used to a 4 or 5. And she got a new grandson, so it is what it is. But she actually takes care of her nails really well. She's one of my favorite clients because she doesn't mind that we literally need to get rid of that nail bed because her nails grow up. And before she came to me, she was getting tips. And you know how they are with tips, like they just glue them on, but they were still like going up, and she hated that. So what you also see me doing is pinching her nail. And the reason I am pinching is because I want to reinforce that C curve. Now, that's super important for structure. I know a lot of people like the flat strumpet nails, but I don't do those. Like I said, I've been doing those since 2024? Since 2020. So that's not what we do over here. Not since 2020, since 2000. Yeah, I've been doing nails since 2000. Jeez. Yeah, because it's 21 years, right? It's 25. All right, there we go. I'm back. I'm using Tammy Taylor Pink is Pink here. That's my number one go-to. I know a lot of people use colored acrylics and they do all that inlay design and nail art. I don't do that. I only buy 3 colors from Tammy Taylor. P3, which is Pink is Pink. Peaches and Cream. And I got one lady in Peaches and Cream. And Clear. Does it. Because all the art go on top. For speed and time, like if you look at my other YouTube videos, I'll talk about it a lot. For speed and time efficiency, I'm not doing a bunch of inlay acrylic designs, especially knowing that my clients are going to want something different every single time they come, which is every 2 weeks. And if every single time you come every 2 weeks, you think I'm about to file down all that acrylic and redo, I'm not doing that. Or you got black and now you want white. Like, get out of here. That's just more work than it's worth, honestly. More work than it's worth. So I sculpt out all the nails, blah blah blah, and I do both hands, but it's not essential for you to see both hands of completing the same steps on each hand, right? So that's where we are with that. And I still go through and pinch, like after every 3rd nail I'm pinching. It's pretty simple application. I think in general it takes me about 25 minutes to sculpt, file, and shape. So we're removing the forms now. Yeah, so the most time that takes is like the prep, because that needs to be done very well, especially on this client, because I know that she has the ski jump nails, and also she has like super pterygium growth. And then just because prep is very important, that's what keeps your nails lasting. You can see her thumb right there. She had a greenie that's finally grown up, and that's because she's cleaning without the gloves on, and she was opening something with the thumbnail, and I'm like, you can't use them like that. But they never listen, so I'll say it. But if they really listen, they'd be using that cuticle oil, honestly. But they're not, so whatever. What we gonna do? We not gonna do nothing. I don't say that. I mean, I be wanting to, but I don't. So after I do all of the sculpting, then we're going to get on to shape filing. Now, I do use the Peel and Stick Tammy Taylor nail files because they're the file, like the wand part, is sanitizable and it's inexpensive, and I cut it in half. Because very rarely do I use both sides of like a full-blown, like what is it, about 8-inch long file? You always end up using one side more than the other. So I thought to myself, let's save a little money and cut them in half so I get double the use out of each pack. So if I buy a 25 pack, I got 50 uses instead of just 25, which in this day and age is important. So I'm doing my shape filing. I do hand filing. I also go back in with the e-file to tighten up the cuticle area, and then we'll do some nail art. It's a really fun process, I'm not gonna lie. So whenever I know that we have to do this, then her and I, we schedule this like out. Like I'm like, oh, okay, after 6 weeks, you want to do it here or here. Just make sure she doesn't have anything else to do. like right after her appointment, and she'll come a little bit earlier because we got to take off and then blah blah blah. So this bit that I'm using is a fine. I'm using it around the cuticle area, and then I go back in with a sanding band because I'm going to put gel polish over this. And with gel polish, like, the lowest grit file you need to get to is a 180, because you don't need to put base coat if you just do 180, and then it'll just, the scratches that you leave in the nail will hold the gel polish on, no chipping or anything. So I don't do a base coat. 2 weeks, I'm telling you, they all last great, fantastic. So we're doing her nail art. I bought the Sean Legend gel polish. I think I got like 40 bottles. I actually really like it. This is not a plug for him. Like, I don't make no money off of that. But I'm telling you, I really like it. It's very smooth, easy to use, and you can do art with it as well as like a full-blown application. Just keep the coats thin and you're good to go. It doesn't have like a weird chemically smell. She showed me a picture that she found on the internet that she wanted to do, and she just crossed into a sorority. I can't remember the one with the red and the white, but that's what she's in. So we did the nail art, and it had some stones, so we're gonna do that, but it was pretty simple, so yeah, no problem. For this service, I did charge, and like, this is because it's like a regular, $145. So I charged $145. She tipped me $32 on top of the $145. This was 3 hours of work, a whole new set, old set removed, sculpted. That took about 45 minutes. Prep was another like 30 minutes. Application, another 25 minutes. And then this nail art, another 25 minutes. So, yeah. I mean, I love it. She loves it. She's literally been coming to me for 10 years. For 10 years. And I try to keep her, like, happy and make sure the nails always look fantastic. Like, always. Because, one, she's one of my faves. She's basically family now. And two, why not? This is the final look. It's all done. Let me know what you think below in the comments and if you have questions.